Yo, what up, guys? This is your boy Kofi with KO Sports Talk, back at it with another video. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Chicago Bears versus the San Francisco 49ers. And we're going to be talking about the three keys to what the Bears need to do to beat the San Francisco 49ers. But today, I got my guest here today, my co host, Chuck, Full
What's up?
Damage
What's up?
Miller.
What's up? What's up?
I got my co-host Chuck Full Damage Miller. And so we're going to be talking about the Chicago Bears versus San Francisco 49ers. We're going to be talking about key matchups and what the Bears need to do in order to beat the San Francisco 49ers. So today, I'm going to be passing over to my guest, Chuck, and giving his take on this upcoming game this Sunday.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Checking out the KO Sports Talk this morning. I think it's real. The 49ers are a tough test. They're a tough test for us. A great measuring stick for us to start the year off with, to show us, where our growth is taking us, where the Justin Fields growth is taking us, where the moves that the Chicago Bears brass has made in the offseason has taken us. So playing against the 49ers is definitely going to be a great measuring stick, because you got a young team over there that's hungry, that's battle tested, that's been in the trenches. You're talking about a team that just came from the NFC Championship game. Was a player or two away from dethroning the eventual Super Bowl champ LA Rams and going to the Super Bowl themselves. So they're definitely going to be a great measuring stick for us. I think the keys to beat the 49ers for us, we're going to have to play it pretty close to the vest in terms of ball control. We got to have to be extremely efficient. That's number one. We got to be efficient on offense. We got to have productive offensive series. We can't come away empty-handed with too many unproductive offensive series. Meaning the Bears got to go down the field. We got to get something, whether it's a field goal, a touchdown, or what have you. We got to come away with something. Defensively, we got to have to be strong for a complete game, bro, a complete 60 minutes. We can't take plays off against the 49ers offense, because the way they run it, it's a physical style of offense, and they will wear you down. They will wear you down. But what you got to do, you got to keep grinding with them. We're going to have to learn. We're going to have to figure out a way to try to contain as much as possible. It's not going to be easy, but we got to figure out a way to contain Deebo Samuel. If you can't contain that guy, and that guy runs wild, good luck. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day at the office. I think the Bears are always pretty staunch against the run, so we're gonna have to really be exceptional in this game, because they got a running style offense that's very run heavy. Deebo runs out of it. Elijah Mitchell runs out of it, and I'm pretty sure Trey Lance is going to be running out of it too.
So, they're going to be running a lot of zone concepts, right?
Right, a lot of zone concepts. It's going to be very intricate, and the way they do things, they really design themselves to pop a big play every once in a while, So the Bears going to have to be on our A game. I do think it's doable, but it's a tough call to get this W, because I think defensively the 49ers still have a few injuries, a few players that's not going to play. That could be beneficial to us, but at the same time, they're kind of the same way the Bears are defensively. They're a plug-and-play type defense. So if somebody goes down, they always have somebody else to step up that fills in for them. You know what I mean? So it's a tough order. But if we play efficient, if we are productive on offense, always leaving with something. And if we do not let Deebo Samuel, we contain Deebo Samuel, do not let him run wild and try to contain that run game, I think we can come out on top in this game. But it's tough call here, bro. This tough.
Yeah, it is a tough call. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Like with the San Francisco 49ers, of course, they're a very tough team. I mean, they almost went to the Super Bowl, and the thing I'm really even concerned about with the 49ers is that, you know, the fact that they also brought Jimmy G back, because I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they were talking about trading him, and like I've been getting a lot of heat from a lot of 49ers fans. I'm like, I mean, Trey Lance is not ready yet. I mean, if he's seen in the preseason game, he's still not ready, and you still need to go with Jimmy G, because I mean, if you're still gonna go with him in game one, I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a difficult test. But like as you said, yeah, either way, with Jimmy G or with I don't know if your thing went out.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm
Okay,
here, bro. I'm here.
yeah, your screen is black. But like I said, with Jimmy G or with Trey Lance, it's still going to be a tough team, because overall, I mean, you got weapons all around there. Like you got Debo Samuel, of course, who's always a threat. You got Brandon Ayuk. You got their running backs, Elijah Mitchell, and who's that other guy? And their fullback
Elijah
Kyle
Mitchell.
Juszczyk.
They got what's his name? Wilson. I think his name. I want to
I
say
think it's
Cedric
Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah. But
Right.
they're running either way. I mean, Kyle Shanahan's offense, you know, he runs like a wide zone scheme, you know, and he's going to run like a lot of zone concepts. So I think one of the keys to beating the San Francisco 49ers is figuring out their zone concepts, figuring out what like specific zone run reads they're going to be running, and
Mm-hmm.
trying to exploit that. And then when you exploit that, you're going to use their quarterback, whether it be Jimmy Garoppolo. Well, I know they're going to be starting. What's his name? Trey Lance. Because Trey Lance is going to be starting. But with Trey Lance, you're going to have to let him throw the ball in the air, and we already know he's not much of a good thrower of the ball. Like he's not. Like he can throw the ball far, but like in terms of like reading coverages, reading defense, he's still got a long way to go. And I've seen some of his games where he's had trouble doing that, specifically even in the Texans game. He's had trouble, going through his progressions, going through his reads. And if they're able to exploit their running zone concepts and allowing Trey Lance to throw the ball, I think the Bears are going to have an advantage at beating this team. Um, another
Mm-hmm.
another key to beating this 49ers team is that, yeah, you got to contain Debo Samuel. I mean, last year, like we allowed that guy to run wild on him. I think
Yeah.
there was like this bubble screen that they ran. Jimmy Garoppolo passed him, and I think he ran for like what 64 or 70 yards,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that was pretty much the turning point in the game. Like that specific
Yeah.
play pretty much was the turning point in the game. And granted, like our secondary was pretty bad, you know, and like we improved, but like our defense, we got to stay on our toes. Like this is not going to be an easy test, because, like I said, like they got weapons all around the field, but specifically they got the secret weapon in Debo Samuel, and
Absolutely.
and I'm pretty sure like he's not only used in wide receiver sets, but I'm pretty sure going to be using him and running zone concepts, and
Of
so you always
course.
got to know where he's at all times. And Matt Eberflus is going to have to scheme up a game plan to figure out how to game plan around Debo Samuel, whether it be double teaming him, whether it be getting extra blockers on like the defensive end, you
Mm-hmm.
know, to make sure that he's there, um, and just to make sure he's there.
Yeah.
And the
And no,
number,
and
go
no,
ahead.
no shame in our game. No shame in the Bears defense
Mm-hmm.
being run over by Debo Samuel, quote
Mm-hmm.
unquote. Debo did that to a lot of teams, bro. He
You're right.
was a force, bro.
Exactly.
So yeah. So I mean, it's a tall order. It's a tall task. We're going to need all hands on deck to
Mm-hmm.
try to contain this guy. And Trey Lance, I will say this, bro. I was listening to you talk about his inability to make certain throws. I mean, just like with Justin Fields, last year, we only got a small sample size. Same thing with Trey Lance. We only got a small sample size with this guy. So I don't know. To me, the jury is still out on him, just like it is on Justin, in terms of what throws he can and cannot make. If we go by gameplay last year, these guys were very green. So, it was just a lot for them to ingest and take in at full game speed. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Apparently, Kyle Shanahan and his coaching crew see something there that they think they can definitely build with and that they can run with. This is the reason why they've opted for him over Jimmy Garoppolo. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, those are some good points, very good points. But even with Justin Fields, I think with Justin Fields, he's got enough starts. He's got more starts underneath his belt as compared to Trey Lance. So he's kind of gotten a feel for the NFL game speed as opposed to Trey Lance. He's only did like 1 or 2 starts.
Right.
And it goes into like my next point. You got to exploit his inexperience. You got to exploit Trey Lance's inexperience, and
this is true.
That comes with what's his name's philosophy, Eberflus's philosophy, also intensity, making sure that they're getting takeaways. Like if he's going for like let's say if they're running an RPO, or like let's say if they're scheming a run for Trey Lance, they're gonna have to stack the box. They're gonna have to make sure that they get around to him. Make sure that he's not running into like the A gap, running in certain lanes to keep him contained. Or let's say like if they're running like a wildcat or they're running certain types of plays, they got to make sure that they contain him at all times. Make sure that he throws the ball, like because he's still learning. He's still like he hasn't gotten enough NFL experience to kind of keep up with the NFL game speed. And so Matt Eberflus, he's gonna have to figure a way to exploit Trey Lance's inexperience in order for this Bears team to win. Because this is not going to be an easy task. Because if Kyle Shanahan is able to make him go loose, then the Bears are going to have a long day, and you don't want that. Because like I said, like Trey Lance is not the only weapon. They got weapons all around this team, and like Kyle Shanahan, he also has a history, of making certain quarterbacks look good, and so if they're able to exploit, his weaknesses, Trey Lance's weaknesses, then the Bears, they got a shot at winning this game.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a tall order, but it'll be a testament to the strength of Matt Eberflus's whole defensive concept if we can pull this off. I got this being a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be a tough test, not just for the Bears, but also for the 49ers too. I think the Bears, win, lose, or draw, we can use this as a measuring stick to show us where we are in the process of getting better, bro. And I believe we'll show up. We got a team with a nothing to lose attitude coming to the table. I think what's going to be key for us defensively is the play of our young defenders that we just got, the rookies that we just drafted. I think Brisker and the other guy, I'm drawing a blank here.
Kyler Gordon.
I think those two guys are going to be key in terms of how impactful our defense can be on Deebo Samuel. They got to fly around. They can't be intimidated when they see this guy. They got to stick their nose in there, bro. They got
to tackle him. They got to get on his knees because he's going to be a hard guy to take down, Deebo Samuel. So he's a thick guy.
And I imagine that the Kyle Shanahan, extremely intelligent coach, is going to scheme away from Deebo and Elijah Mitchell and running towards Roquan Smith. So I think he's going to try to neutralize Roquan Smith in this game. I don't think he's going to do too many run plays at that guy or near that guy. So everything's going to be kind of trying to scheme him out. Kind of the same thing they did to what's his name last year? Khalil Mack. They kind of did the same thing to Khalil Mack last year, made him a non-factor in the game, stayed away from him as much as
possible. I also forget they have George Kittle too. George Kittle.
That guy. Oh, Lord. A freak of nature, to say the least. Yeah, so that's a factor there too. A security, he's definitely going to be a security blanket for Trey Lance. So when Trey Lance gets in trouble, when the Bears have locked down in containment on Deebo Samuel, when Elijah Mitchell's not able to move the ball, Trey Lance is going to be looking for George Kittle. I guarantee you that. And that guy there, he's a whole different dimension, bro. He's another level of problems for the Bears secondary. But I think we can hang tough. I don't know if that'll be enough for us to win. To be honest with you, 49ers, they're a battle-tested team, bro. They know how to go in the trenches and low-scoring, close games, and they know how to pull it out. We saw it last year somewhere in the north. It was in Lambeau Field. Yeah, it was at the frozen tundra, wasn't it? In Green Bay.
In Green Bay, yeah.
Beat up on the cheeseheads. The Packers.
Yeah.
They went down.
It was like 13-10.
Yeah, melted them away. I mean, the MVP was Aaron Rodgers. Is that his name? Yeah, that guy.
That bad man. That bad man, right?
That bad man, yeah. He was real bad that day.
Real bad. And not in a good way.
Not in a good way, bro. Not in a good way. I'm just messing around, Packers fans. Don't have no heart attacks. Calm down.
Man, you could talk crap about them all day.
Oh, yeah. I intend to all year.
Yeah, man. Like, we got a couple of games that's going to be hard, man. We got the 49ers and we got the Packers.
I mean, if I'm totally honest, bro, I'm going to pay close attention to the Packers game this week against Minnesota. I really got to see what they're going to call a passing game now. Because I'm sorry, I'm not sold on Alan Lazard and this.
And freaking Sammy Watkins.
Merry men that they got out here now. Who are these people? I don't even know these guys.
And Robert Tonyan.
Right. And the Packers fans are talking to me about Sammy Watkins like he's all world.
No,
he can't even stay on the field, bro.
He's been dealing with injuries, man. Injuries.
And I'm a Sammy Watkins fan. I love his talent. Sammy Watkins is a phenomenal talent, but he can't stay on the field. He's never healthy.
He can't stay healthy.
Yeah. That's why he's not in Buffalo anymore.
And Randall Cobb is washed up.
They should be calling him Grandpa Cobb.
Grandpa.
Get his Geritol ready, bro. Get his Geritol.
Yeah, but speaking of the game, I think also if the Bears also want to win, I think what's his name is going to be an X factor, Cole Kmet, because I feel like Cole Kmet, with Justin Fields, he definitely loved to use his tight ends, man. And as you saw in that Cleveland game, you saw how much, like with the personnel, like Luke Getsy was using a lot of his tight ends. Justin
a lot
Fields.
Of 3 tight end sets and what have you.
Yeah, a lot of 3 tight end sets.
Yeah.
And as you saw in that Cleveland game, how much effective they were, And so I think with this game, Cole Kmet, I think he's definitely going to have to step up. He's going to have to be the X factor for this season because, I mean, the last couple seasons, of course, you had Jimmy Graham behind him, with Matt Nagy, especially like in the red zone. Like every time they got always close to the red zone, I don't know for some reason why Matt Nagy would take him out and put in Jimmy Graham. And you can see that this kid, like he has like a lot of talent, And with Cole Kmet, like he's gonna have to be that security blanket for Justin Fields, and he's gonna have to be that X factor for him, for Justin Fields to do well or to be to have a successful season, especially in this game, because like of course with their defensive line, like with that nasty defensive line, with Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Javon Kinlaw, those guys, I don't think, man, like you can just drop Justin Fields, back there. You're gonna have to do a lot of design rollouts. You're gonna have to do a lot of design play action for him
Right.
to get out that pocket because that defensive line is going to get to him definitely within a hurry. I don't think even with what's his name, that rookie from Southern Utah who's protecting his blind side, I don't
Hmm.
think he's gonna contain Nick Bosa because Nick Bosa that
I mean,
guy
you're talking about the Pro Bowler, bro. It's a tall order to ask this rookie to contain Nick Bosa.
Nick
There's
Bosa, right?
probably going
A
to be a
Pro
lot of
Bowler.
chip blocking to help him out. Some double teaming schemes. If necessary, maybe some triple teaming on Nick
Hmm.
Bosa. Nick Bosa is a force, and Armstead's no slouch himself, bro.
Hmm.
But you kind of stole my thunder a little bit there too, bro. I was going to speak on the tight ends and how
Hmm.
how I think they're going to be a huge part of the Bears passing game this year. I think Justin Fields is going to have to rely on them to kind of take up the slack for the number two receivers, so to speak. You
Hmm.
know, because we even during the preseason, did we really get a definitive answer on who a number two was for this offense? We didn't see that
Nope.
at all. But we saw what Justin Fields was going with the ball. He was tight end happy, and I think that is going to be key to for the Bears to move the ball. He's gonna use those tight ends as security blankets. I'm with you. I think Cole Kmet does have a breakout year. I think this guy finally gets the full usage that he's supposed to have gotten. He was never going to get that under Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy is less concerned about the production of his players and more concerned about running his play calls.
Hmm.
That's all he was really concerned about. Whether
Hmm.
they worked in the scheme of things or not. He didn't care. But that's old news now. We're not gonna keep talking about Matt Nagy. but
Especially that
but
Cleveland game last year.
yeah. But I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited to see what kind of offensive game plan Luke Getsy is able to produce passing wise for the
Hmm.
Bears, man. I believe Luke Getsy's offense, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe his offense is very similar in style to what Kyle Shanahan is running for the 49ers on offense. I think it's pretty
Hmm.
similar.
And it's the same thing Green Bay ran last year. Hmm.
So yeah, I think the tight ends are going to be probably the most valuable part, the most valuable asset, I should say, of
Hmm.
Justin Fields' passing game. And look for the tight ends to have a monstrous year. That's what
Hmm.
I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, because I totally agree. You have question marks at the number two receiver spot. I think what's his name came
Mm-hmm.
back recently.
Pringle.
Yeah, Pringle. He came back from a
Mm-hmm.
quad injury, but I mean, there's not enough tape on him. He hasn't built enough of a chemistry with
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields. In order for me to warrant him to be a number two receiver, I mean, you had Equipment and St. Brown, but like even in that game against Cleveland, they really didn't use him that much. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
wondering. I'm wondering what they're gonna do with St. Brown this upcoming season. I mean, are they gonna use him more of like an X type of wide receiver? Are they gonna put him in the slot?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm wondering what they're gonna do, but I think with this season, I think they're gonna it's gonna be more of a running. They're gonna probably stress more of a running, put more stress in the running game, and
Mm-hmm.
utilizing more of their tight ends, because I mean, like you said, like there's a lot of question marks on that number two wide receiver spot. I mean, I like Velus Jones. Like what I saw out of him, especially
Right.
in that Seahawks game. But like I said, I mean, like he's been dealing with some injuries for like pretty much almost like half of the training camp, and there's not a much. He hasn't built much of a rapport with Justin Fields, and
Mm-hmm.
like I said, Justin Fields, two of his top receivers that he's built a rapport with is Cole Kmet and Darnell Mooney, and
Absolutely.
and like I said, like with Cole Kmet, like granted, Darnell Mooney, I expect him to have a breakout season. I expect him to have 1,200 yards. You know, that's
Definitely.
without question. But
Definitely.
it's gonna be contingent upon Cole Kmet, man, because Cole Kmet, he's gonna be a vital part in this Luke Getsy offense. with Luke Getzey designing certain plays to get Cole Kmet open, and designing those designed like those designed routes, those disguising
The
routes for him to get
bootlegs, yeah, the
open, right? Those
rollouts,
bootlegs,
yeah.
those wheel routes, to get him open.
Yeah,
And so, yeah, man, we're gonna have to see this
yeah.
season. I'm excited. I was even excited after that Cleveland game when Justin Fields threw those 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to see a lot more. This season. Well,
yeah. Also, I think when the smoke clears at the number 2 position,
mm-hmm,
wide receiver for the number 2 slot, I think Byron Pringle will. I think Byron Pringle. Am I saying his name right? He
right.
will emerge as the clear cut number 2. I saw this guy play for a couple of years over in Kansas City. He's a nice talent, bro. He got great hands. He's got great hands. He doesn't have this fantastic breakaway speed you would love for every receiver to have, but he's got great hands. He's tough, you know. In between the lines, this guy go across the middle. He will make
Mm-hmm,
catches, and he can break a long one occasionally. He's got sneaky speed. He doesn't have McCole Hartman or cheetah speed, aka Tyreek Hill speed, but he's got enough speed to where he can creep up out of there with a couple of touchdowns in the long run. So I think, when this, like I said, when the smoke clears, I think he'll be this number 1 guy.
mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Bears they're thinking of using Velus Jones on special teams,
Yeah,
as a returner.
I
Um,
think they're gonna more use him more of like a gadget type of player. I think either,
okay,
yeah, like a gadget. So
yeah,
yeah, they're gonna use him. I guess, yeah, more of a returner, but they're
mhm,
gonna use him in, like, especially in certain situations, especially in certain like key third down situations. Either him or Tristan Ebner. I think that
mhm,
kid Tristan Ebner, he could be really very good in key third down situations because um I don't
yeah.
know, like
He's had a strong preseason, bro.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
had a
very
really
strong
strong
preseason.
preseason. And like even like with that Kansas City game and that Seahawks game, they used him a lot
Mhm,
in key third down situations. And like he was just able to deliver. Like he was able to get the ball in space. Once he got the ball, he was able to get the ball in space, and he was able to
mhm,
create like a lot of yak yards. And that's one thing that the Bears lacked last year. They didn't have like a lot of key receivers who could generate enough yards on contact. Like once they got the
yeah,
ball, like it was like when they got it, or like when they ran certain routes or curl routes or bubble screens, it was always like a miscommunication, like between like
mhm,
the blockers and then the players or whatever, and it was so bad, and
yeah.
that was a problem. And hopefully this season Luke Getzey will be able to get, whether it be Velus Jones or Tristan Ebner,
Mhm,
to get enough of those yak yards or enough of those blockers to create enough good plays where everybody will be able to communicate, like saying, "Hey, make sure that they're able to block their man, so they'll be able to get enough separation to get like multiple yards." Because these guys,
yeah,
they're very explosive. They're
absolutely.
they're very explosive. It's just trying to uh, scheme up a game plan, or scheme up making sure everybody, not scheme up a game plan, because I think Luke Getzey is good enough, but making sure every player knows what they're doing. You want to make sure every player knows what they're doing. So when it's executed to
Mhm,
the right play, it'll make our offense very, very explosive.
absolutely. I think last year's debacle in terms of a lack of explosion in his offense, and I know he was the captain of the ship, so that ship sunk. I'm going to let that ship go all the way down with Matt Nagy. I think that was solely and strictly his fault, bro. Because I really don't think that he prepared the team properly to
Mm-hmm.
even with the plays that he was running. I don't think he prepared them properly on how to use these plays effectively so that these explosions could happen on offense. So the pieces that he had in place, I thought our team was solid last year. We could have made better strides than what we did, but with a guy who's more concerned about running the play than he is being effective with the plays. It's tough for a team to produce in that environment. And apparently, man, Nagy was not listening to players that was around that was on the team. Apparently he was not listening to them. So it's going to be interesting to see. He had Allen Robinson looking real bad last year to me, bro. He had him looking
Right.
real bad, bro. And I don't know Allen Robinson to be a washed up bum that's over the hill, can't play the position anymore, and all of that there. I don't really get that from Allen Robinson. But, in this offense, he wasn't shining, bro. Wasn't shining. But we'll see, man. We'll see. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I'm definitely excited to see where we go, bro. I'm excited, man. I want to see, bro. I think the world is going to be pleasantly surprised when they see Justin Fields, bro. This guy is phenomenal. He's going to be a phenomenal talent. He may end up being the best quarterback in last year's draft, bro. I'm tell you no lie.
Yeah. I heard Mac Jones. Mac Jones did not have a good preseason. Like the other quarterbacks, like he's looked bad.
He's horrible. I've seen a couple of his preseason games.
He's looked real bad.
Yeah, Bill Belichick throwing some clipboards around, bro. I was
He's breaking clip. Like, no, this kid sucks.
Look, I know they wanted to stay with Mac Jones as their quarterback, but when this dude started, falling apart doing practices and preseason reps and what have you, I was surprised that that Bill Belichick and the Patriots didn't try to make a play to go and get Jimmy Garoppolo to bring him back over there. He already knows their offense. Right. He's ran it to perfection.
Right.
Guy, he's proven.
I was surprised too, because San Francisco, they're entertaining trades to trade Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, if I was Bill Belichick, I'm like, what do you need, man? Like, how many picks, you need?
Exactly. Because, that was always his guy to begin with anyway when he drafted him over there in New England. It was Tom Brady and Robert Kraft that schemed to get him out of there. They plotted to get Jimmy Garoppolo out of there so Tom Brady could still stay there. Tom Brady's the GOAT, so we got no questions about his decision making. But that did not please Bill Belichick when they ran Jimmy Garoppolo out of town, bro.
I even heard trying to learn like Bill Belichick's playbook is very, very difficult to learn. And so I don't know if Mac Jones.
I think Mac Jones has the smarts to learn it. I don't think he's lacking that. I think with Mac Jones, you just have to have the ability to execute it, bro. Not everybody's built to execute that offense, bro. Yeah. Not everybody's built for it. And it's very quarterback friendly from what I understand of it. It's very quarterback friendly because it helps you to get the ball out your hands quicker. But your reads got to be on point and your passing has to be pinpoint accurate when you throw. And Mac Jones is not, I'm not going to say he's not making the reads quick enough, but he's definitely not pinpoint accurate with the passing, bro. I saw them play the last preseason game against the Raiders. Bad, bro. It was not good. It was not good. Yeah. Mac Jones was built for Nick Saban's offense. He's not built for Bill Belichick's offense.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think with Justin Fields, they said Justin Fields, he had the best passer rating out of all the quarterbacks in that 2021 draft, and I think he had one of the highest PFF ratings coming out of that preseason. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna see. I mean, a lot of people are doubting us. Yeah, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, we're gonna go 2-15."
I heard 3-13,
3-14.
Right, all these crazy numbers, man. I told him all I had to do is point.
And Mike Marr says our offense is worse than the 0-16 line.
Right. I've seen people tell me the Bears got 3 wins in them, 4 wins in them, and all I have to do is point them to the schedule. Like, do you see these easy W's here? Houston, the Jets. Who else we got? The Washington Commanders, the
Giants,
the Atlanta Falcons.
Nobody talks about the Giants, man. Nobody talks about Daniel Jones. I'm surprised, man. with all their
That's because
debacle.
the Giants organization, they're sold on them. They, nobody's ripping at them because the owner is in love with this kid. I don't know why. Daniel Jones, he does have some moments where he looks spectacular, but those moments are few and far between. I'm curious to see what Brian Dabble can do for him. I'm curious to see. I peeked at a couple of their preseason games, bro, and I don't see anything that's changed with
Daniel
Daniel
Jones.
Jones, bro. Yeah, I don't see anything that's changed, and you still got the iffy situation with your boy coming out the backfield,
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. Yeah, fantastic talent. Can he stay healthy? Same thing we said about Sammy Watkins in Green Bay, bro. It's about can these dudes stay healthy. It's not about if they're good
They
enough.
always say availability is the best ability.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And if these, I really don't. I'm looking over there in New York, bro, in New Jersey or wherever they at now these days. I'm just not impressed with Daniel Jones. I think in the long run they're gonna have to sell themselves on the fact that this guy is not it. He's not the answer, bro. Daniel Jones is at best a career backup. This dude is
And
not a
like
starter.
with Daniel Jones, he came from the previous regime. He wasn't. I think he was drafted by Dave Gettleman. And like this is a new regime with Joe Shane and Brian Dable. They just fired their head coach and Joe Judge, and then they fired Dave Gettleman. I'd like to thank you, Dave Gettleman, for allowing us to get Justin Fields, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have gotten him.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. You're greatly appreciated.
You're gonna have free pizza for a lifetime, bro. For giving us.
Yes, sir. Come to Chicago. We got you. Deep dish, bro. We got you.
I mean, man, I was so happy about that 2021 draft. I mean, I didn't expect us to draft Justin Fields, man. I thought it was a long shot.
Let me ask you a question, bro. You got any hot takes for this season?
Any hot takes?
Yes, sir. In the NFL, not just for the Bears.
My hot take is Justin Fields is gonna throw. He's gonna throw 30 touchdowns, and he's gonna throw for over 3,800 yards, and the Bears are gonna go 11-6.
Woo! I love the 30 touchdown part. That just made me excited, bro.
He's gonna break the Bears record for number of touchdowns.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. Who holds that record? Isn't that Eric Kramer? I think
Eric Kramer with 28 or 29.
Yeah, ridiculous.
That 95 offense the Bears had was, man,
off the charts, bro.
Off the charts.
Points a game. I loved it. Justin had no defense to go with it at that time.
I think didn't we go to the playoffs that year when we beat Minnesota? Or was it?
I think we beat Minnesota. We beat Minnesota up in Minnesota.
We beat Minnesota.
Yeah, but that was as far as that train rode. It didn't go any further. But I love that hot take. I've got Justin Fields winning the award for the most improved player this year. I think he wins that, bro. I think he wins that. I think he wows the crowd. Here's another hot take I got. I don't have the New England Patriots making the playoffs. They're not going, bro.
That ain't no hot take. That's reality.
But everybody's so used to Bill Belichick. They so used to Bill Belichick pulling these rabbits out of his hat, bro. They think that every year this guy's going to get this team to the playoffs.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. Definitely, bro. Definitely.
I mean, shoot, you see Dolphins improved. I mean, Bills are going to be Bills,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility they miss it.
Oh, yeah, the Raiders. Then added Devontae Adams over there, bro.
That AFC West is stacked.
Ridiculous, man.
Some people say they have Kansas City finishing fourth. That's how hard it is. That's how much of a gauntlet the AFC West.
They're not.
Yeah, some people have the Kansas City Chiefs finishing last.
Or in the conference.
You said what?
In that division or in the conference? When they say
the division.
Oh, no way, bro. No way. Here's my final.
Some people are saying that.
Here's my next hot take, bro. Patrick Mahomes will win the league MVP. He will be the MVP, bro. I think Patrick Mahomes is on a mission this year to set out to prove to everybody that all of his success didn't rise and fall with the cheetah being in town or leaving town, bro. You know, I think he's going to play. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder this year, and I think this guy's going to be out there to prove that he this is the reason why they gave him $50 million a year or 45 or whatever it is. This is the reason why they gave him all that money, for him to be the man that he is, bro. So yeah, I think he's on a mission to prove something. No way I get them finishing fourth in that.
He's going to have throw for 40 touchdowns.
So you telling me these people really believe that the Denver Broncos are going to outplay the Kansas City Chiefs? Really?
Yeah, there's some people, because they said their defense is not that great. Their offensive line.
Never been that great. What did he say? That defense has always been middle of the road or suspect. Terribly wicked. I mean,
right. Anybody can score on that defense, shoot. Yeah. Hell, even the Texans can score, and you see how bad they are.
Exactly. So I mean, you're not saying anything. That team just came from, what's it, 4 AFC championships?
4 AFC champions, yeah.
Oh my God, quit playing. And the Denver Broncos, because they got Russell Wilson now, magically the whole world is going to turn upside down.
Now, can you imagine if they had, that Bills defense?
Say again?
Can you imagine if the Chiefs had that Bills defense, though?
Oh, it'd be over, bro. It'd be over. We don't even have anything to talk about.
They'll definitely go 17-0.
Yeah, bro. 17-0 with a Super Bowl championship, bro. It was, yeah.
Greatest team of all time.
No, man. The Denver Broncos going to outplay the Kansas City Chiefs. Who are these idiots talking, bro? That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, some people are
and it's not just Denver. Yeah. I don't got the Chargers outplaying them, bro. The Chargers aren't going to outplay them. They're probably going to be second in that division, bro. If not winning,
even though they got Khalil Mack and then the other Bosa, Joey Bosa. I mean, shoot.
Did Khalil Mack go to the Chargers? He is with the Chargers.
Yeah, he's with the Chargers now.
I mean, you know, that's going to make him more formidable. But Kansas City's a different beast, bro. That's a different animal over there. People got to understand what.
And the thing is, can Khalil Mack also stay healthy too?
Yeah,
that's also the question.
I mean, can he be effective in a game where they're up and down with all of that passing? Patrick Mahomes is extremely elusive. Yeah, you can get back there and get near him. Can you catch him? It's the question.
Can you catch him? That's the question, right?
So I got to play sandlot football. Are you serious? Next subject. That's real dumb to me, bro. They think Kansas City's going to end up fourth in that division.
That's a hot take people are having. Oh, Kansas City's going to finish last. That's a hot take.
Wow. One man makes all that much difference in the world. I hate to break the news.
That's a big one, too.
This ain't Green Bay. This is not Green Bay, bro. Yeah. Matter of fact, where you got the Packers finishing this year, bro? In terms of seeding.
Oh man. Well, that's part of my hot take. I have the Bears winning the NFC North, and then I got Green Bay finishing second.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go. Just like what's his name? Ryan Pohl says, we're gonna take the North and never take it back.
Right. What is this, Game of Thrones, bro? Taking the North?
King of the North, man. Justin Fields will be the new King of the North. Right. Yeah. There's a new sheriff in town. And he's going to go to Green Bay. He's going to say, I'm the new owner. I'm the new sheriff in town.
That's a tall order there, bro.
Hey, it's possible.
Oh, anything's possible this year, bro. But honestly, I get the Minnesota Vikings winning this division this year, bro. I think they're the most complete team that's in this division right now. The Bears are, we still are in improvement mode. We're unproven. We can definitely shock some teams, but I don't got us taking the division, bro. I don't got us on that.
That's right, Draco. I'm a believer. Y'all can call me a homer, but I don't care.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hear you, man. I hear you. But yeah, I got Minnesota taking the North, bro. I got Minnesota taking the North. I think the Packers they that dilly-dally around 500, bro. So 9-8, 10-7. I don't even know if I'm giving them 10 wins, if I'm totally honest, bro. The Packers, Packers fans, I think, are going to get a rude awakening this year, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I really do, man, because they're going to have to play run heavy. Aaron Rodgers is fantastic, so he's going to have 5 or 6 games that he can pull a rabbit out of his head in. But I don't know if that's going to be enough, bro. I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
You know why I say the Bears are going to win, or possibly going to win the NFC North, because Luke Getsy, he already knows the type of defense that Minnesota and Green Bay is going to run. They run more of a 3-4, and so he's already preparing Justin Fields and
Beat that
Matt
defense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely can see that. Also, he'll be able to help our defensive schemes against Aaron Rodgers because he knows his tendencies. He knows what that
knows
guy
his tendencies. Yes.
Yeah. So I could see us. I can see us trumping Green Bay. I can't see us winning the North. I'm not gonna lie. I think Minnesota is just too stacked right now, bro. They got everything that they need, bro. There is no reason why that team shouldn't shine.
Shoot, hell, man, we were beating Minnesota. I think we were even undefeated with Mitchell Trubisky, and that team was
yeah. But it's a new regime over there in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's true. They got Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, they don't have Zimmerman over there anymore. To dumb down that offense because I felt like he really was dumbing that offense down, and I feel like Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen, and Justin Jefferson were excelling and exploding in that offense in spite of him, not because of him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Dalvin Cook, phenomenal running back, bro. Them guys, they are hella talented over there, bro. I don't even know who they got at tight end anymore, but I'm sure he's pretty explosive, whomever he is. Yeah, man. So I think they're going to be tough to beat, bro. I think it's going to be a tough team to beat in the NFC North, bro. Now, what they do in the playoffs, I don't know. We haven't seen them there in a while, so the jury's still out on that. But I definitely think they win this North this year, bro. No reason they shouldn't. Low key, nobody ever talks about this guy, man. And Packers fans hate him, but man, Kirk Cousins has been a phenomenal quarterback, bro, since he's been
especially last year, 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
The guy's been incredible. I went over his numbers, man. The man, since he's been in Minnesota, he has like 124 touchdown passes to 36 interceptions, bro. That's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous.
Somebody says Cousins will continue to fold under pressure. However, they will win 10 games this season. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, okay. I don't know about that one, brother. I really don't think the NFC North is going to bring that kind of pressure to him this year. 10 games is more than doable. Vikings possibly, if they play their cards right, they could be what? Maybe about what they play 6 games in the division against us. The Vikings could end up 4-2, possibly 5-1 in this division this year, bro.
I mean, shoot, I'm not too much of a believer in Kirk Cousins. Shoot, we'll see.
The numbers are there, bro. The numbers are there. I'm not the biggest Kirk Cousins fan in the world. I just know what he's been doing.
When it comes to primetime games, it's like he folds under pressure.
He folds under pressure in the primetime games. He definitely does that. But he's not playing.
He's average
every week. You know what I mean?
He's average to me. He's just average. That's his ceiling.
I think he's above average right now, bro. He's just in Minnesota, man. Nobody's talking about this guy, man. He in Minnesota. So nobody's talking about it, bro.
Man, we'll see.
His numbers are great up there, though, bro. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Do you know his numbers was on par with Aaron Rodgers last year, bro? 33-7? That's ridiculous. Come on, man. If the Bears had a quarterback throwing 33 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, we'd be in the Super Bowl, bro. Every year.
That's if he's not effing it up for us, like if he's not like Kirk Cousins, because Kirk Cousins, they had a great defense, but even after the year after they went to the NFC Championship, even with Case Keenum, like they couldn't do nothing with him, like after in 2018, you had a great defense, aside from the Bears, Minnesota, they had a great defense, definitely had a great defense. They couldn't do nothing with Kirk Cousins, man.
We'll see, man. We'll see. maybe I got more faith in Kirk Cousins than everybody else. I don't know, bro. I'm just looking at what's been going on in Minnesota, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's not been the reason why they've not been successful, bro. It's not been him. He gets all the rap because he's the captain of the ship. He's the leader of the offense or whatever. He's a quarterback. So I get why he catches the bad rap, but the numbers don't say that this guy is your problem.
No, yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, what else I want to talk about? Man, what about those Eagles though, man? Those Eagles are looking pretty nice though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on board with I believe Stephen A. Smith was saying that he's got the Eagles winning the NFC East. I believe that the NFC East has changed hands for the last 19 years, bro, in terms of who wins it every year. And I think the Eagles are definitely trending in the right direction. They shored up some issues. I love that they finally committed to Jalen Hurts. I love that, bro, because Jalen Hurts is a ball player. I don't care what fantasy numbers say and what they don't say. You got some people who want to go by these metrics. They always seem to do this with black quarterbacks. I'm going to go there. They always seem to do this with black quarterbacks. You got to go to fantasy numbers and find the weakest link in a guy's production, fantasy-wise. Like that really matters. You know what I mean? Fantasy-wise, to say that this guy is not a good quarterback, I think that's horrible. It's a poor way to judge these kids. Man, you just watched Jalen Hurts take this team to the playoffs last year for the first time in God knows how long. I mean, come on, man, you got to give that man some credit at some point. I think Jalen Hurts is a phenomenal talent. I think that guy is great for what they're doing, and I love that they're finally scheming around him, bro. Let that guy run this offense. Let him do what he do, bro. Yeah. So yeah, I like the Eagles. I definitely got them winning the division.
Their defensive line is going to look nasty too, man. Their defense.
Yeah.
They got that one kid from Georgia, man. Oh man, he's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
And then they got who else they got? They got Brandon Graham, of course, Fletcher Cox. I mean,
they were already snotched. They were like the 7th overall defense in the league last year.
Top 10, yeah.
Yeah, so you're bringing all of that back, and you're adding new pieces to it that is believed to be phenomenal talent. Bro, they're gonna be a problem, bro. That's gonna be a problem, bro.
I just think it's all up to Jalen Hurts. It's all up to him.
Yeah, and I think he's up to the challenge. I think he's up to the task. I think Jalen Hurts understands the assignment. That's what I think. He understands the assignment, bro. Yeah. So yeah, I like the Eagles. What about the NFC South? Who you got taking that, bro?
I got I mean, it's either going to be the Saints or the Buccaneers. But I mean, with everything going on, with Tom Brady and his situation.
What is that all about, bro? His wife is mad because he's coming back, or what's going on?
Yeah, man? I guess she's not happy with the fact that he's the star of the show in the family. He's not he's the star. He's getting all the attention, I guess.
I don't know, bro. His wife, she's pretty much a star herself, bro. Supermodel.
I mean, that's what she says. Reports saying that she's resentful. He's not around the family. And I don't know.
But is that because of his stardom, or is that because she felt like he reneged on his retirement? I'm thinking it's more the fact that she may
he reneged on his retirement.
Right. I'm thinking it's more the fact that she may be tired of having the kids and having that responsibility all on her own. Maybe she wants a break. Maybe something along those lines. I mean, Tom did kind of bag out the door backwards with that coming back out of retirement thing. I think he should have waited, let his emotions die down to see where he was at before he made the decision. A lot of cats do that, though. They make emotional decisions. They mad because they lost. I remember Marshawn Lynch telling the Seattle Seahawks after they lost the Super Bowl to New England on that fluke play at the end. I remember him, telling the Seattle Seahawks that he was going to retire. But that's emotional. You know, you got to wait till all your emotions settle down until
You
you're
start
able to
thinking
think
clearly.
Right, exactly. So I don't think Tom was thinking clearly, and once he got a clear head about the situation, he realized he still wants to keep playing. You know, and Giselle has a problem with that, as any wife would. You said you were done. I'm pretty sure he heard that speech.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
But
didn't keep your promise. He
right.
loves football.
We men, we'll never live it down, brother. We'll never live it down.
Especially if you love something. I mean, it's hard to,
Yeah.
it's hard to, once we love something, it's hard for you to take it away from us. You know what I'm saying?
I just hope it doesn't
Especially
break
if you have a
his character.
camaraderie,
Yeah.
because football, is like a lot of camaraderie, a lot of friendships you build, and it's also ego thing. Part of it
Yeah,
is
I
ego.
mean, well, not only that, that's very much an ego thing, but the football team has been this man's family for God knows how many years have you been playing?
20 plus years,
20
23, I
plus
think.
years. Yeah, come on, bro. This is what he knows as family. So you're asking the man to just give up on the entire family. Just walk away from the family. Now, unless you're ready, Giselle, for these football players to constantly be coming over to the house every weekend and eating you out of house and home. I mean, you kind of got to let this man get out of his system first, But I understand it, from both sides. I get it from both sides. He's not finished. He feels like he still got something in the tank, still got the fire burning, still thinks that he can get it done. And Giselle is like, okay, man, when is enough? She's like, when you coming home, bro.
Right,
So,
and depending on how Tom Brady performs this season, I mean, if he looks like Father Time has caught up to him, man, Buccaneers are going to have a long season. But if Tom Brady looks like that MVP that he was like last year, playing at an MVP level, 43 touchdowns, damn near almost 5,000 yards, and yeah, man, I wouldn't say they're a dark horse, but like they're the favorite to win the Super Bowl or go to
Let
the
me
Super Bowl.
clue you in on this, bro. Tom Brady always looks like Father Time has caught up to him. Tom Brady looked like Father Time caught up to him.
Eventually, he's going to catch up to him, man.
He moves like an old man. He was doing that at 22. So we really can't go by that Father Time thing with Tom Brady.
I'm talking about that noodle arm. That noodle arm is gonna like Drew Brees.
That noodle arm stuff is so overrated, man. Look, you don't throw 43 touchdowns with a noodle arm, bro. It just doesn't happen, bro.
You gonna look like Peyton Manning in 2016.
Yeah. No, what did Peyton Manning win the Super Bowl then? I think
he did. But his stats says otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, who gives a hell about stats? The same thing I'm saying about Jalen Hurts, bro. Nobody cares nothing about that stuff. It's about getting it done. I mean, he gets it done. I mean, I think Tampa Bay, they got they created some holes in that team that they didn't have before, offensively and defensively, that they got to shore up. They got to shore up some things. But with Tom Terrific at quarterback, bro.
I mean, I gotta see. They're dealing with injuries on their offensive line bad, like Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
I think they lost a couple key pieces, and so I mean
that was the reason why they struggled in the playoffs, bro. These offensive line injuries, bro. Too many of them in key positions, and I lost a lot of respect last year going into the playoffs and throughout the playoffs for Bruce Arians, bro. Bruce Arians had injured players, bro, that was telling him they couldn't go. He was forcing them on the field, bro. I didn't like that, bro. I didn't like that at all, bro. That's not cool, bro. That's not cool. Because at the end of the day, this is just a game, bro. As bad as we want to win and what have you, it's just a game. These guys got to live after this game is over, bro. They still got lives, man. He pushed one guy out there on the offensive line. Talking about, you got to play. Guy broke up. He can't stop anybody playing with one arm, bro. How you got this guy out there playing like that? Or one arm or one leg or something. He had something injured, bro. And he's forcing that man on the field. That's not cool, bro. And it makes Antonio Brown look like a genius now. By taking his jersey off and throwing his hands up. I think Antonio Brown was absolutely right about Bruce Arians, bro. I think he was right, and I think it showed itself. It reared its ugly head during the playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
He's slapping players on the helmet and all that. Who does this stuff? We're not in college, bro. What are you doing, man? If that dude would have turned around and fired off on you and knocked you the hell out somewhere, what would you be saying then?
That kind of reminds you of a certain coach. He used to coach the Chicago Bulls, Mr. Egghead, Jim Boylan.
Jim Boylan. Jim Boylan.
Remember when you used to have those time clocks? Like, who the hell has a time clock? Like, these are professional players.
Exactly.
Like it's a regular job.
I mean, it is their regular job, but not in our respective regular job. No way.
Like it's a blue collar job or something.
Exactly, bro. But Tom Terrific is still a great quarterback, bro. He still got it in him. When he's on the field, all bets are off in terms of what Tampa Bay can do, even with the holes that they have on their team. All he needs is receivers that'll go get the ball, and he's got plenty of those, bro. He's got plenty of those.
Yeah, no question, he does.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see.
The only question is, will that offensive line hold him up? That's the question.
Yeah. So those are kind of my hot takes for the year, man. I got Justin Fields, most improved player. I got the New England Patriots not making the playoffs, which you said is not a hot take. That's a fact.
Hell yeah, that's a fact.
And I got Patrick Mahomes winning the league MVP, bro. Them is my 3 hot takes there, bro.
Okay, before I end this stream, the NFL season starts this Thursday. Who do you got, Bills or the Rams?
Oh, that's a good game, bro. Oh my God, that's a good game.
It's Thursday.
Lord, that's a way to start the year off. They're playing. Where are they playing? Are they playing in LA?
I think they're playing in SoFi, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check real quick.
I think that's going to be key because this could be a Super Bowl preview we're looking at, bro. This could possibly be a Super Bowl preview.
What does it say? They're playing in SoFi. They're playing in SoFi.
Okay, so I think SoFi is going to have to help the Rams to thrive and be great in this game. But I don't know if that's going to be enough. You got to remember, these are them nights where they have the ring ceremonies where they pass the rings out to the champions, what have you. In those games, historically, regardless of what sport, those are usually the games where the home team, where the championship team gets trounced. So I'm going to roll with the Bills in this one, bro. I think the Bills are going to win this game because without all of the ceremonies and the celebratory things to look forward to, I think the Bills are going to have the better focus in this game. Does it mean the Bills are a better team than the Rams? No, not necessarily. But on this night, I think all of that stuff becomes a distraction for the Rams to the point where they're not going to play with the focus that you'd expect them to play with playing against the Buffalo Bills. So I'm going to give the Bills the edge in that game. That's going to be an explosive scoring game, though, bro. A lot of.
I got the Bills winning too.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I think they're gonna go through that hangover because even when they won, like they were partying like for months, like I think for 4.
I mean, I'm really
you're gonna go through a hangover.
I'm really not mad at them for that though, bro. You fight like crazy all your life to get to this point, and you finally get there. You reach the pinnacle, the mountaintop. You achieve the goal. The glory is yours.
The gold standard.
Party. I'm not mad. But it does hurt you the next season. You're right. The hangover is real.
It is real. I mean, look what happened to 85 Bears. What's his name? Got fat. Jim McMahon.
Oh, yeah. You know, Jim McMahon's problem was he never liked to work out, bro. He never liked to hit the gym, never liked to hit the weights. And that really hurt him. And he's still hurting to this day from that, bro. You
from that injury, right?
Well, do you know he has arthritis throughout his entire muscle structure, bro?
Really?
To bottom, man. Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, yeah. But he admits it was all his own fault. He refused to work out and take care of himself. So when he took them hard hits and when he had the dirty plays from the Green Bay Packers defensive ends where they slamming them on the ground and stuff, his body couldn't take the pounding, bro. And eventually it caught up with him. He didn't prepare himself, bro. He'll tell you that if you listen to him talk. I've heard him in conferences and what have you talk, and Jim McMahon readily admits that his rocker lifestyle hurt him, bro. It hurt him being a football player, bro.
Should have left that partying alone, bro.
He's a great quarterback, though. The dude could, man, he had a cannon of an arm, smart on the field. He refused to work out. That guy did not like to work out, man. Yeah, and that killed him, bro. That killed him,
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this stream.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank you, Charles, for coming on, bro.
Yes, sir.
As always, we do this, every Tuesday. Yeah, every time we do it every Tuesday around 9 a.m. But yeah, man, we're gonna see what happens next week, Sunday, with the Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. Hopefully the Bears win that game. Hopefully.
But I'm not mad if we lose. I could take a hard loss as opposed to trouncing. We just need to play hard, bro. I just want to see us play hard against the 49ers. Compete well and give yourself a chance at the end. That's all you can ask.
The Bears have to win this game because I made a bet with somebody that if the Bears win. So this is funny. I made a bet with this 49ers fan that if the Bears win, that he's gonna have to put a video of him having an egg put on his head. Like he has to crack an egg over his head. And likewise, if San Francisco 49ers win, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna make a video, and I don't want to do that.
My God. I hate to admit it, bro. You might be making a video this week.
We'll see, man.
We gonna see, man. We gonna see, bro.
But anyway, guys,
I like that. That's clever.
But anyway, guys, this is your boy Kofi with KO Sports Talk, man. Back at with another video. Stay tuned for more videos and updates, man. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.
All right, peace.